Time to take our first look at sports. Carly Agro joining me to take over for that. And Carly, we were sort of talking about it off camera there. When you're playing in like house leagues, when you're in a minor league, it's kind of weird to be playing against people and being really competitive, and then you make it to the rep team for your city, and now you got to be buddies.
Yeah, very much so. That all-star process, when you start to rise to the top, you end up meeting some of those enemies along the way. Well, after years of competing against one another in the Wheatland Football League, members of the Lloyd Comp Barons and Holy Rosary Raiders will put their rivalry on the back burner this weekend. Raiders head coach Vince Oreo, along with one of his defensive ends, will be joining forces with two Barons to represent in Alberta's Senior Bowl. Well, Aaron Streck has more now on how well Lloydminster will be represented at this year's competition.
Back in 2001, Vince Oreo was an up-and-coming head coach for the Barons. That year, he was selected to be on the Senior Bowl staff. 10 years later, Vince is heading back.
Obviously learn from the guys that are on the same coaching staff as me, and I'm just hoping I can contribute a little more this time around, with a few more years under my belt as a coach. So.
This time around, Vince is joined by three Border City defensive standouts.
Once you're in enter high school, it's always like, oh yeah, get pumped up for Senior Bowl, and then once when it comes, you get so amped up for it, and you're just so excited to actually make it.
It's one chance in a lifetime to be playing in the big game, and yeah, it's just great.
I've played a lot of football since middle school, and it's just another opportunity to showcase our skills.
After years of coaching against Morrow, Oreo says it's a privilege to have the chance to work with the young star, and the feeling is mutual.
Oh, I'm really excited. He's a really good defensive coach, so I'm really excited to get a new view on defense too. So it's always good to keep that open too.
Spending the weekend with 40 of the best athletes in Northern Alberta is going to be a great experience for me.
There's a good chance both Lloydminster defensive ends will be lining up on opposite sides when the ball is snapped on Monday.
It's definitely reliable, right? So I can just worry about me. I don't have to worry about what he's doing.
It's a little more confidence knowing that there's somebody there that you know, and you're used to his system, and it's just great to have him there. It's a great accomplishment.
Oreo is proud that Lloydminster will be well represented at McMahon during the weekend's festivities.
When you look at the area this team's picked from, it's basically Red Deer North. So to have three kids from Lloydminster on that team of a roster of 40 is great. I don't think we've ever had that many kids on the team at one time.
Aaron Streck, Newcap Sports.
The first annual Hartnell and MacArthur Celebrity Golf Classic is just over a month away, and already you can call this tournament a success. The impressive list of celebrities and sponsors that have committed to the two-day event speak for itself. Matt Schumont tells us more about who and what will make this tournament unlike any other.
So far, a total of 42 celebrity golfers from the NHL have confirmed that they will be coming to the Border City.
The response has been really well. From our local guys like Braden Holtby has been really excited about coming back and helping. Our former NHL players in town, Lance Ward, Brian Curran, they've been good. Corey Cross, Wade Redden, who've had their own tournaments, have been quite eager to come back and help out in another form.
With 2 days full of meet and greets, auctions, and the golf itself, Spence was able to get some good entertainment for the dinner banquet. CCMA award winner Aaron Pritchett will be in the Border City not only to perform, but to golf as well.
He was over the top and coming back and helping. I mean, he cut his rates in half. He wants to golf. He's an NHL fan. He wants to give back to the community. And so, again, there's another entertainer, another celebrity that says, you know what, he'll give a little bit of his time at a reduced rate and help a good cause.
This event is expected to bring in a lot of money, and Spence says this tournament wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for the many sponsors.
Through Miles Schiller's Investors Group, we've got Agland, we've got Mike's Oilfield, and we've got the Service and Synergy Credit Union all stepping up in a big way. And I mean, those are the people that are the ones that are paying the money, bringing the golfers out, and without them, all the work would be for nothing.
It's awesome to be able to be asked even to support the community again. We're helping the Health Foundation, a bunch of other different areas in the community. I love giving back to the community.
70% of the money raised will be going to the Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation, 10% going towards scholarship funds for the Lloydminster Public and Catholic School Divisions, and the remaining 20% going to local groups who filled out applications.
That was well received. I think that was one of the best things that we could have done. We had over 20 applications looking for some type of support within the community. Our group has looked at the applications, and we're in the process of finalizing it, and we'll be letting the award winners or charity winners know next week.
The Hartnell and MacArthur Celebrity Golf Classic will begin on June 21st. Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
That is going to be an exciting couple of days for sure. All right, well, that is all the time I have for this initial segment of sports.